Well, we got a guest here who I think can help unlock the mysteries of the LA Lakers. Frequent HoopSpeak Live guest, my man, John Krolik. How you doing, John?
Hey guys, what's going on?
I can't even see who do we have you paired up with here?
I have no idea who that is.
It's kind of like mean-looking Gordon Hayward or something.
That's awesome. It's Jonas Valanciunas. I love him. Oh,
It's your man. All right, how you been?
I'm gonna cry throughout this segment. I've been okay. Not bad. I'm back in Los Angeles here in a micro loft with a cat who may appear somewhere throughout this segment, which would be unfortunate because my cat thinks that things that aren't toys are toys.
Well, we're always welcome. We always welcome animals on HoopSpeak Live. You said something really interesting to me in a G chat, the most formal of forums. It was off the record, I will say,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you want this out and about. But you think that the Lakers need to trade either Powell or Bynum. Is that accurate? Or did I overstate it?
Here, here.
Well, they have three players who are not bad at offense, who aren't bad offensive players. And I think two of them are centers. I think Pau Gasol might be the best offensive center in the league. I think when you look around at what power forwards look like now and what centers look like now, it's kind of like back to the Tim Duncan thing where Pau Gasol is a center. And the problem is, Andrew Bynum is definitely a center, and he's even more century than Bynum. But I actually think that Gasol is a better offensive center than Bynum is. And I would actually trade Bynum because I think he has more value. And I think that you can't win a championship with Andrew Bynum as your best player. And I think when Kobe's gone, the Lakers are, when he finally becomes the age, the Lakers are are not going to be a championship team anyways. But when you have three good players and two of them are effectively blocking each other and playing the same position, that's going to be an issue, especially when you give away your power forward for sort of mysterious reasons. I guess it's to set up the Dwight Howard trade that looks like
to get one more center.
Why would you give away Lamar Odom if you're not absolutely sure you're going to get Dwight Howard?
Why do you think that more people
aren't
people chomping at the bit for Pau? Because I want the Warriors. I was literally in the Warriors locker room yesterday trying to talk them into doing this and exert what minimal influence I have to go out and get Pau Gasol. And I feel like there's just not a whole lot of interest around the league. What's up with that? What's going on?
I have no idea. I think the general thing with trading front court players at the deadline is that rebuilding teams don't want big guys who are on the wrong side of 30 or nearing their veteran years making a lot of money. And for contenders, if you have a big need at either the power forward or the center position, this is something I think we see with Anderson Varejao in Cleveland, you're probably not a contender because it's like we're so close to where we want to be. We just need a franchise-level center. So it's just one of the things where, I think that.
Who does
rebuilding don't want old guys and.
Sorry, I mean, but who would the Lakers most benefit to get for moving Powell or Bynum? Like, what sort of players? I mean, I guess. Would you think that Rockets deal that would be Scola, Martin, and maybe Lowry, or even if it's just Scola and one of those two, would add, all of a sudden you have four decent, good offensive players around Bynum and Kobe or around Powell and Kobe. Is that a deal that makes the Lakers better in your opinion?
A little bit, but you're losing. That is one where you're just losing a lot in assets because I don't think you don't want to give up a real solid. That's one that I would have. what I did for the 5-on-5 a little I guess a week or two ago. They asked us about trades for the Lakers. I said Bynum for Steph Curry, Darrell Wright, and Kwame Brown to make the salaries work. So that gives you
so mad right
penetration,
now.
gives you 3-point shooting.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
You have 3-point shooting, and then I moved Monte Ellis for J.J. Redick and Jameer Nelson, and sent Ellis.
So you made the Magic.
So that Steve
the Magic are now the Golden State. Yeah, nice.
I made the Warriors I essentially made the Warriors into the Magic. Yes. But yeah, one thing that disturbed me about the Lakers this year was when I went down to Staples and did one of the games. Mike Brown after the game was like, I think of Powell as like a versatile power forward type of guy, and maybe it's the fact that Brown was an assistant coach on the 2003 Spurs, who were a Twin Towers team and came along before these handshake rules came along. But I mean, look at power forward now. It's Ryan Anderson, it's Steve Novak. It's who's the third one? I'm forgetting. No, not Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that who's the third one that can only shoot like 3 teams gave up on? But I mean, it's not. Power forwards don't look like Pau Gasol anymore. Matt Bonner, thanks, Wayne. And if Mike Brown thinks that Pau Gasol is a guy who's too versatile to be posted up, down in the just locked down the post and playing the center, then that's something he's wrong about. And he doesn't have the personnel to run him and Kuster to run when they ran in Cleveland. They had a lot of back screening, a lot of setup for threes, a lot of like corner dives, a little decoy pick and rolls that LeBron up on a cutter, and it is a totally new thing. And I know he worked with San Antonio in 2003, but I think that they made Mo Williams look very good, and I think Steph Curry has the same skills as Mo Williams, but is a lot better at those skills and a lot of other things. So I think that they should get themselves Steph Curry.
Yeah, I think that's probably a smart play.
Natural position.
Yeah, I completely agree. It makes maybe for bad video webcasting, but I just think that you are correct. This is true. They have 2 centers that they're trying to pass off as a forward center combo, and it's almost. Would you agree with this statement that Marc Gasol is getting all this praise for being better than Pau, but really it's that Marc gets to play his natural position and Pau is getting screwed right now and has to occasionally run out and guard 4s at the 3-point line. And one brother, life is being very unfair to. That's what I'm positing.
Well, one brother lives in L.A., the other lives in Memphis, so I don't know. I mean, you still have to consider that.
Hey, he loves Memphis. He went to high school in Memphis. Marc Gasol did.
It's true.
He's
it's true.
It's
the only real home he's ever known.
Yeah, the only real home. My big fear when they actually re-signed him, though, is that he has a problem in keeping weight off. And if I'm signing a player to one city and I don't want them to get fat, that's a big fear. I felt every team in the league should have been overbidding for Marc Gasol because they would make him less fat than Memphis. And, like Portland should have just been doing everything possible. They have the occasional food truck with perhaps some unhealthy items and voodoo donuts, but at the same time, it's a healthy living culture that would keep him much skinnier and much better shape and find more value in him than Memphis would.
It's a really, really clever point there. All right, we were talking, you let me just move right along here.